Hello, welcome back to another MCC video. Today I'll be discussing and ranking the new teams for the Minecraft Championship Pride Month 2021 special. This MCC will be slightly different from others. In fact, it won't be canon and there are 14 new players from either the LGBTQ+ community or people who can stream the event on YouTube. This event is also partnered with YouTube Gaming and the Trevor Project and will take place on the 26th of June at 8 PM BST. But this time I won't use any major team statistics to support my ranking because there are so many new players and it's hard to judge their competence at MCC. Because not all of them play too much Minecraft Java in general, at least not that I know of. Please don't be offended by where I choose to rank any of the teams. This is just supposed to be me talking about each team and analysing them, and then coming to a reasonable judgment about where they are likely to place in the real thing. I'm taking into account the fact that past performance does not correlate to future performance for a few returning players as well. And remember that only a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. I would highly recommend hitting the red button if you haven't already, if you don't want to miss future MCC content. And with that aside, let's look at these epic teams. So in last place we have the Yellow Yaks. This team consists of Ellen, Mike, Jane and Andy. Okay, I'll be completely honest here when I say that I don't know anyone on this team when it was first announced. However, after checking them out, I found out that they are part of the Outside Xbox group. This is only one of two teams in this entire event where the team consists of all new players, the other team being the Green Guardians. The reason I put this team last is because looking through their content, their Minecraft Java knowledge appears to be minimal, but they are experienced with the console versions of Minecraft, which makes sense since, well, it's in the group name, Xbox. Overall, I can see this team having a lot of fun, but frankly I think they lack the skills necessary to get anywhere near to Dodgeball. At number 9 we have the Green Guardians. This team consists of It's Funny, Rainbows, Golden Glare and Dragonite Dragon. As I was saying earlier, this is the second team that has all new players, and many people in the Roblox community know these guys as Funny and the crew. I honestly don't have much to say about them. Looking at their channels, they seem to mainly do Roblox content, however they have done some Minecraft Java and they do seem to be decent in the game. But in most cases, that would be a different scenario in the real event, so we'll just have to wait and see. Erring on the side of caution, I'd put this team at 9th. I'm expecting them to do better than the Yellow Yaks. At number 8 we have the Cyan Creepers. This team consists of Laserbeam, Uzel, CPK and Spifey. In my eyes, this team is also highly unlikely to make Dodgeball as this is the only team with two new players on it, Laser and Muzel. And that is if we exclude the Yellow Yaks and Green Guardian teams. Laser and Muzel are both experienced in Minecraft Java, and I know they mainly play Fortnite back when it was super popular, so of course Minecraft isn't their main game. Spifey is a below average MCC player and has only played in the actual event twice. The main powerhouse for this team is CPK, who is a consistent top 20 player in the actual MCCs, and is someone who is great at identifying their weaknesses and grinding hard to improve on them and turn them into strengths. Overall, this team may struggle with communication, and it will take them a while for them to work out how best to cooperate as a team. So at number 7 we have the Blue Bats. This team consists of A Christine, Shubble, Niachu and S Major. This team feels off, and I can see this team and Cyan Creepers fighting for 7th and 8th place, if not lower. While S Major is a strong MCC player and knows the event best, as he is the event organizer, he put himself on a team with not so strong support players. Shubble and S Major have played in several events and therefore know each other really well, and Niachu has seen a decent improvement in MCC individual placement. What might give this team the edge over Cyan is new player A Christine. Looking at their channel, I don't see any Minecraft content, so I'm not sure if they play the game a lot. Obviously, just because they don't stream or make videos out of it doesn't mean that they aren't good, but if the team wants a chance of doing well, it will all come down to how A Christine does. At number 6 we have the Orangeoscars. This team consists of Martin in the Littlewood, Squishy, Tapel and Carlson Moon. This team includes new player Squishy, an OG Minecraft YouTuber, and some people will know them as Stampy's wife. The other 3 players are returning MCC players. Tapel is statistically the strongest here. His performance tends to be good, usually top 10, however he did underperform in MCC 14. And since Martin and Pearl are both average players, this leaves the Orangeoscars as a risky wildcard, which could play to their advantage. This team could get to Dodgeball if they aim for the miscellaneous games, specifically team games like Build Mart, which would work out for them. However, when compared to the other teams, this team could really be good at anything. We're about halfway through the ranking. I feel like I'm whizzing through all of these teams, but honestly, because there are so many new players and many of them I don't know, I can't really discuss them that much in extensive detail, so I apologize if I sound like I'm being ignorant towards this player or that player. It's just because I don't know them too well, and I'm just trying to be honest here with my ranking. At number 5 we have the Aqua Axolotls. This team consists of Illumina, Gizzy Gaza, Creecraft and Ryguy Rocky. Note that this team originally had Crinios, but he had to be replaced with Illumina instead. Either way, Illumina and Crinios are both great players, so my original ranking from when the teams were announced doesn't change in this case. Illumina has only played in MCC twice, but has done quite well already, and he even won MCC 13, and in that event he finished 5th individually, indicating that he is a strong, dedicated player. Gizzy and Ryguy have played together many times before in MCC, 3 to be exact, and so they know each other's strengths after competing together. Indeed, while Gizzy is improving with every event he plays in, Ryguy remains consistent with his individual placement, usually finishing around the middle. And the new player in this team is Roblox YouTuber and streamer Creekcraft. In fact, when he first started out on YouTube, he did Minecraft content, so he definitely has a lot of experience in the game. This team is solid, but there are 4 teams in this event, where all of their players are returning MCC players, with more experience at the event itself. But if I'm being honest here, this team could easily pull a win if they target some of the more movement-based games. At number 4 we have the Red Rabbits. This team consists of LD, Shadow Lady, Smallish Beans, Captain Puffy, and Vicstar. In my eyes, this is the weakest team out of the 4 teams that have all returning players. Despite this, I think this team could end up doing really well. We all know Vicstar as a sweaty Minecraft player. He always placed top 10 back when MCC started out, and returning a year later for MCC Season 2. He comes out at 13th individually, which is decent after being absent for so long. Vic will definitely be the team captain here. The other 3 players, however, aren't as strong statistically. Captain Puffy has a lot of event experience and usually finishes around the middle individually, so she is a great support player. However, this team reminds me of her MCC 14 team, the Cyan Creepers, where she played with Tapple, Bad Boy Halo, and Skeppy, with only 1 strong player and 3 mediocre support players. That's not to say that Lizzie or Joel are bad, it's just an inference, as statistically they aren't above average players. Team chemistry and communication shouldn't be a huge problem here, although I doubt that Lizzie, Joel, or Puffy would adapt to Vicstar's competitive nature. Moving into some of the strongest teams, these are the 3 teams that I think are interchangeable. Either of these 3 teams could finish anywhere here in the top 3, but of course only 2 of them can make it to Dodgeball. At number 3 we have the Llamas. This team consists of Wisp, Tubbo, Tommy Innit, and Joey Graceffa. Many people thought that this was the strongest team from the first batch of teams announced, and I can definitely see why. In MCC 14, Tommy, Tubbo, and Wisp all finished top 15 individually, and each of them seemed to be improving with every event. This team also sees the return of Joey Graceffa, who is notorious for leaving MCC 8 halfway through the tournament. This makes him statistically one of the weakest MCC players of all time. This will present a challenge to the other 3 players, because it will be difficult to make up for Joey's lost coins. This team comes in 3rd place for me, not because I think they are particularly weak. They can definitely pop off in some of the PvP games, but because I feel there may be 2 teams that are just slightly stronger. Alright, moving into the teams that I think will make Dodgeball. At number 2, we have the Purple Pandas. This team consists of Jerome ASF, Mefs, King Buren, and Eric. In all honesty, I'm probably overestimating this team, but I do think they stand a good chance of making Dodgeball and winning the entire event. Mefs is a really good player, usually top 10, but he has been dropping in the last few events. However, this time, with the amount of practice he's been doing on the MCC training server, he could easily regain a spot in the top 10. Eric played in MCC 14, and on the whole, he is a decent support player, and so is King Buren, who usually finishes just below average. The wild card on this team is Jerome, who hasn't participated since MCC 9, and therefore lacks experience in some of the newer elements of MCC, such as the new game, Parkour Tag. Despite this, I'm sure this team will do excellent and team communication will be on point. I fully believe that it's between Lime and Purple for who gets to Dodgeball. Alongside, statistically, the strongest team in the event, the Pink Parrots. This team consists of Green, Solidarity Gaming, Technoblade, and Will Berserk. Wow, this team is OP. And a lot of people in the MCC community agree with me on that. This MCC marks the return of Technoblade, who hasn't played since MCC 11 in October of last year. And of course, he is one of the strongest players by statistics to ever compete, with an average of over 3,000 coins in the 10 events he has played in. He is accompanied by fellow Dream SMP member Will Berserk, whose performance has been fluctuating these past few events, going as low as 35th individually in MCC 14. But with Techno on the team, he will probably be motivated to play well. The Techno and Green duo is not one to miss. Many people have wanted this for so long, and it's finally here. Green himself is an average player, and this is also true for Solidarity. They are both brilliant support players. While this team does feel balanced for a normal MCC, here in the Pride Month special, things are gonna go ham with this team on the leaderboards. Get it? Because Techno is a pig, and pig means ham. Okay, anyhow, this team is super cracked, and I don't see any scenario where they don't make Dodgeball at all. That's how confident I am that they will win. So there we have my MCC Pride Month 2021 teams ranking. Let me know how you feel about the teams, and make sure to leave your rankings in the comments below. Please don't take my rankings to heart, this is all just for fun, just as the event will be just for fun. It's meant to be a non-canon MCC for good causes and charity. Once again, subscribe. because I do MCC content on this channel every week or so. And if you enjoyed this video, you probably don't want to miss it. Well, I've been your host. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!